Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are revisiting those darned 80s cartoons that only lasted for one season. There were so many of these one-season wonders. Some were fantastic, incredibly fun and engaging, and it was a shame they weren't renewed for another season, while others, not so much. In no particular order, I once again picked out a few cartoons you may have forgotten about, never knew about, found interesting, or were shocked to discover they only lasted for one season. And at the end, let me know some of your favorite 80s cartoons that didn't last long, because there's lots. Here we go! Number 10. Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman, Spider-Woman, not as catchy as Spider-Man. Airing from 1979 to 1980 for only 16 episodes, this animated cartoon based on the Marvel Comics character did not incur any hefty lawsuits because Stan Lee, the creator of the character, was the executive producer. Our leading lady, Jessica Drew, was bitten by a venomous spider as a child, and her scientist father attempted to save her life by injecting her with experimental spider serum. This, in turn, granted her both superhuman and spider powers, such as venom blasts, spider senses, spider telepathy, essentially the power of flight, the ability to rock a spandex bodysuit, and more.
There's no sign of trouble, but my spider senses indicate otherwise.
Now living her double life as an editor for Justice magazine and a sexy Spider-Woman, time and time again she proves she needs no man to aid in her rescue against foes such as Vikings, demons, aliens, and even finds herself saving Spider-Man himself.
Spider-Woman!
You were expecting maybe the Hulk?
Number 9. Mighty Orbots. The Mighty Orbots was an American-Japanese super robot animated series airing for 13 episodes in 1984. Mighty Orbots takes place in the 23rd century, where Earth is threatened by the Shadow Organization, led by a massive cyborg computer known as Umbra. It's now up to the Galactic Patrol to protect Earth, led secretly by a young scientist named Robert Simmons, head of the Orbots. 6 unique robots who have the ability to fight individually or band together as part of a giant robot called Mighty Orbots, as Earth's greatest defense. Sadly, the show's short-lived run was due to the lawsuit between the show's creators and the toy production company Tonka, who accused the show's creators of basing the Orbots cartoon on their GoBots franchise, which was adapted from Bandai's Machine Robo line, all because the Orbots robot resembled Bandai's God Mars toy, but that toy was never even utilized by the GoBots line. But the lawsuit proved to be baseless, and the legal complications led to the Mighty Orbots being cancelled after just one season. Number 8. Dino Riders.
Dino Riders.
Dino Riders was an animated series that aired in 1988 for 14 episodes. The series was primarily used as a promotional tool to launch a new Tyco toy line, which later became a Mattel division in 1997. The series follows the peaceful superhuman Valorians who lived in Valoria, when one day the mutant-like Rulons attacked. In an effort to escape, the Valorians used their space-time energy projector, but something went wrong and they were sent back in time 65 million years into the past during the age of the dinosaurs. Unbeknownst to them, the Rulons were also sent back in time when the machine was activated. The Valorians used their special necklaces to telepathically communicate with the dinosaurs and use them as resources to help them construct a new civilization, while the Rulons, led by old Frogman Krulos, who always sounds like he's burping all the time,
Hammerhead brings me answers, not problems.
use brain boxes to control the dinosaurs and muster an army. Number 7. Potato Head Kids. The Potato Head Kids is an American animated TV series that aired in 1985 for 23 episodes. For some reason, everyone in the town is human and they are okay and don't question living amongst an anthropomorphic potato family. This cartoon is very confusing as we are led to believe that these are the children of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
We'll be back to pick you up at 5.
Yet they don't really act like they are their parents.
We caught your candy thieves, Mrs. Potato Head.
And they don't act like siblings to one another either.
You're doing all this to impress me, aren't you, Spy?
Are they all adopted little potatoes? Why is this so confusing? We follow the shenanigans of these potato head kids who are terrorized by a gang of potato-hating kids, led by their leader, Grease.
So my gang can swallow you up and spit you all over this beach!
Whoa, that was uncalled for. There are 5 main potato head kids and about 14 or so kids altogether, all with different personalities, which can be quite exhausting. I don't know how Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head do it with all them kids. Oh. Number 6. Beverly Hills Teens. Oh yeah, there's nothing like watching a bunch of bratty, spoiled rich kids bitch about their problems. Move over, Kardashians, because Beverly Hills Teens was an animated series airing in 1987 for 65 episodes.
Neat idea having Gig and Jet play for our aerobics class.
It certainly beats that tacky recorded music.
Really? To the max.
We follow a teen club in Beverly Hills, California, consisting of, you guessed it, a group of wealthy high school teenagers, such as Lark, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed fashion model that shows kindness to those beneath her. But things are not all fun and games in this cartoon. Things can get really ugly in the usual settings like the country club, salon, luxury spas, the posh neighborhood of Rodeo Drive, or the palace, high school, where Lark bumps into her arch-rival Bianca.
Don't you simply detest these teeny little lockers they give us? Really? They're so cramped, it's to gag.
Number 5. Gravedale High. Also known as Rick Moranis in Gravedale High, this animated series produced by Hanna-Barbera ran for 13 episodes in 1990. It was meant to benefit from Moranis' roles in Ghostbusters and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids from the mid and late 80s, featuring new generation updated versions of classic monsters. The show centers around the misadventures of human teacher Mr. Schneider, dealing with his rowdy and uncontrollable group of teenage monster students, such as Vinny, the Fonz-esque vampire.
Hey, forget it, Teach. We're not supposed to accomplish anything.
Cleopatra, yes, I said fat Cleopatra, the mummy, Gil, the surfer lagoon creature, Blanche, the southern zombie, and much more, where he hopes to make a difference in the lives of his students.
Can begin today's class with a very simple question. What do you want to be when you grow up? On stage.
Whoa, move over, Robin Williams, because here comes Sid the Invisible Comic. Whoa, fantastic.
And what about my Michael Jackson impression?
Number 4. Laser Tag Academy.
The Laser Tag Academy.
This little gem was an animated series running for 13 episodes in 1986 and was inspired by the infrared shooting pursuit game branded under the name of Laser Tag, which was first introduced to kids in 1986 by Worlds of Wonder.
I'm Jamie Jaron. I'm from the future.
Jamie Jaron is the laser tag champion in the year 2986 and travels back in time to the year 1986 to help her teenage ancestors Tom, Beth, and little squirt Nikki to protect them from Draxon Dreer. Draxon travels back in time in order to destroy Beth because she is the one who will eventually create the Starlight gun and star sensor worn by Jamie. Both of these contraptions allowed Jamie to not only compete in laser tag tournaments in her time period, but in some cases allowed individuals to travel through time. Although it is essentially one long laser tag toy commercial, it is an entertaining cat and mouse chase through time. Number 3. Star Wars Droids. This 1985 series was developed by George Lucas shortly after Return of the Jedi was finished and ran for just 13 episodes as part of the Ewoks and Droids Adventure Hour with its sister show Ewoks. The show centered around the lovable droids and their exploits as they searched the galaxy for new masters, which took place between the events of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith and Episode 4 A New Hope, before they ended up in Princess Leia's possession.
We'll finally get to do the work we've been programmed for.
During their adventures, they come face to face with criminals, pirates, Boba Fett, gangsters, the Galactic Empire, beasts, and much more. Anthony Daniels, who both played and voiced C-3PO in the films, reprised his role, which certainly made the cartoon all the more authentic. However, there was no Luke, Han, Chewie, or Leia featured in the cartoon. Some claimed that as children, watching their lovable droids forced to clean crap off the floor and being treated like garbage while performing endless chores wasn't the greatest form of entertainment. The show was cancelled just after one season, due in part to its high production costs. Each hour-long pair of Droids and Ewoks episodes costed approximately $500,000 to $600,000 to produce. Number 2. Brave Star. This was an American space western series running for only one season from 1987 to 1988 with a total of 65 episodes. This was actually the last animated series produced by Filmation, who was responsible for shows such as He-Man and Ghostbusters before it shut down in 1989. Brave Star was a combination of science fiction, space, and a western genre cartoon set in the 23rd century on a multicultural desert planet called New Texas. We follow Native American Marshall Bravestar as he enters the rough planet of New Texas, trying to bring order to the land. He has special abilities like the sight of a hawk, the strength of a bear, the hearing of a wolf, and the speed of a puma to aid in his endeavors against riffraff, like Tex Hex, the Dune Buggy Gang, and the leader of the outlaws, Stampede. He also has the help of his trusty talking techno horse, 3030.
I'm turning on the turbo booster.
And number 1, Ulysses 31. This French-Japanese animated series originally created for a French audience by a Japanese studio and later dubbed into English ran for 26 episodes between 1981 and 1982. It was a very creative cartoon where both legends of the past and the future collide, with the Greek mythology of Odysseus, who is known as Ulysses in Latin, updated into the 31st century. Ulysses, captain of the giant spaceship Odyssey, angers the gods of Olympus when he kills the mighty Cyclops to save a group of enslaved children, including his own son.
With any luck, we will change their trajectory beyond the field of attraction.
The Odyssey's crew are then cursed into suspended animation, and in order to return home and lift the curse, Ulysses and his companions must find the kingdom of Hades to lift the curse. The new crew is comprised of Ulysses, of course, a brave, sexy man who likes to wield a laser pistol that also doubles as a lightsaber, along with an energy shield and belt that allows him to fly. His son Telemachus, who is a skilled pilot, his son's friend Yumi, an intelligent blue-skinned alien girl, and Shurka, the Odyssey's main computer. Along the way, they encounter a plethora of famous figures from Greek mythology who have been given a futuristic twist. A court case later ensued due to copyright infringement via Lucasfilm because the Ulysses 31 battle theme was said to be a cue from the John Williams soundtrack The Battle in the Snow featured in The Empire Strikes Back. Damages had to be paid, and later releases would go on to use the disco remix version of The Battle in the Snow by Miko Plays music from The Empire Strikes Back in 1980. So I hope you all enjoyed this list of 80s cartoons that lasted for only one season, part 2. And let me know in the comments down below which cartoon you think should have been renewed for several seasons, and which cartoon you think was a big stink. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come out with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.